What's going on, Aquarius? This is your reading for August 2024. Deep breath, deep breath. I don't have to shout. I don't have to shout. Let's just see where we're going. All right. So some of you have asked about private readings. I don't do private readings anymore, but I do have a group of very talented readers on my website. If you want a private reading, you're welcome to do that. Also, if you want to learn to read tarot from me, there's a link below to my class. So those are 2 questions answered right there for the Aquarius folks. Let's see what wants to come out for you guys. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around these energies. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. Relief. Thank goodness. Healer. Grounded. Friendship. I like this a lot because this feels to me like some of you are stepping into a new realm, okay? And you might be used to doing new things. You're an Aquarian after all. But Aquarius is a fixed air sign. So sometimes you can get really kind of stuck on a vision of what you have for the future, what you want to do. I'm just getting the feeling that some of you have felt a little bit stuck recently. But there's an opportunity coming, an opportunity that's going to really heal some kind of relationship that you have. It could come up as, I don't know, something feeling a little bit negative at first, right? Like getting shoved together unceremoniously, you with a friend who you don't see anymore or you haven't talked to in a while. It's kind of embarrassing. That could be happening in August. I also feel like there's some kind of force that's bringing you together with a person or with a path that you might have been a little bit stubborn about. Okay, you might have been resisting it a little bit. So underneath is the 10 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and the Moon. Yeah, so you're on your way to something really wonderful, but there's a person who does need to come along with you. Okay, there's a friend or there's some kind of relationship that is a friendship right now or was at one point. Maybe it doesn't exist anymore. This person has gone through something rough. I think you don't know. I think you don't know a lot of what's gone on with this person. And so there's something here about being compassionate. The new moon in August 4th, same day as Mercury goes retrograde. New moon in Leo, 12 degrees of Leo. All right. So something is catching fire. Something is being started early in August that's going to catch fire. I like this kind of like energy of the Ace of Wands. This is very unexpected. I feel like this is very unexpected for you. 10 of Pentacles, the Empress, somebody having a rough time. 5 of Wands, like you haven't been involved in this or you stepped away from this person. Maybe you knew somehow, like energetically, this person was kind of in a rough space. But you're not walking away from someone who needs help. You were walking away from someone because they were actively like pushing you away. Actively pushing you away. Fool, King of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 6 of Wands. So I see this getting back together. I don't know. I just get the feeling that you have lost touch. That's a better way of putting it. All right. Losing touch with somebody that has had some rough days. This could be very recent, like in terms of July, but it also could be longer term. It could be something that you didn't really expect to come back together. This 5 of Wands, you're not really seeing it. It's like everything is kind of chaotic with this person. Everything is kind of chaotic. Judgment, Queen of Wands, King of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like what's being asked of you here is to be either the bigger person or to be someone who is just feeling good about themselves, right? Really anchored in something solid for myself, feeling good, doing good, um, maybe excited about the future, or having some ideas about where your future is going, feeling like the future is opening up to you. And then this person shows up. This person shows up, and underneath, okay, I feel like, oh, I'm sorry, Charlie. Underneath, I feel like they don't know why they're coming back to you at all. But I do feel like you are a real healer for this person. And, feel free to swap around the energies, whatever resonates for you. You could be the healer, they could be the healer. But there's something here that has to do with healing a connection. And I just feel like it's happening globally. There's something here where we're healing connections globally, no longer just like kind of letting things go, or moving away from people that are on your same energetic frequency. I really want to make this point. People can have a lot of things going on for them, some of them not all that good, but they still can be in the energy of high frequency. They can be, it's like a time for shedding things, a time for letting go of things. And it can look a little chaotic, or look a little messy. Some of you are letting go of family curses, generational karma. And that is something that needs to go. It's like making space somehow. I also feel like you're making space for some kind of Venus connection, some really beautiful Venus connection. Venus is moving into Virgo. Venus is moving into Virgo this month, right around the same time as the new moon. We've got, I'll talk more about the astrology in the extended, but this does feel sort of like a coming back together, because Virgo is very healing energy. And there is something about coming back together. And that feels really good. I get Virgo down here too. It feels really good. Mercury is going retrograde in most of August. And that can be about the stories we tell ourselves, right? For me, I have a little bit of a different take on Venus or Mercury in retrograde than a lot of people. Mercury is about our communication, and retrogrades can be about going inward. And so this is about self-talk. There is something that makes me feel like as you branch out into a new path, it's going to require that you tell yourself a different story. This person is reminding you of the loving energy of being able to love, being able to have compassion, like bringing up all of these things that maybe you have felt were not necessary, or were kind of drummed out of you recently, like being a lot more alone, being a lot more sort of on your own. This says to me that you kind of need this friendship for some reason. All right. You are headed off on a new path. This is a very grounded, very beautiful path, stepping onto this path with a very healed energy. But there's one thing that needs to be reclaimed. Four of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Six of Cups, Tower. Yeah. An ending of a friendship, or a sudden ending of some kind of relationship, is going to be reclaimed. So whoever, this could be a friend, or a relative, or a love partner, that just, I feel like this has just been, they've had to focus on something of their own, something going on with their life, something going on with their children. Now, if this is you, you know what I'm talking about. There's been a lot of strain on you, a lot of requirement on you to be sort of the one who's managing a difficult situation. And your soul is calling out to the universe for help. I don't know that you're doing that, but if you are having a time when it's been a little rough, okay, it's been a little rough, and you have been reaching out to the universe for help, that's why this person is coming in. This month is setting up as a very abundant month with this King of Pentacles in the middle. The Nine of Cups says to me that you are getting some kind of wish granted that you have always wanted. And now you can see the actual path that it's on. So some kind of abundance is going to be flowing this month. And I kind of feel like you've been looking back to the past of how you've done it in the past, but it's not going to be that way. You're going to get your wish based on something unusual happening, something out of the ordinary. Okay. And try not to hold on to the past. Like if you had a way of making money and so you're like, okay, well, this is just how this abundance is going to flow. It's not going to flow like that. There's something else, something new, suddenly coming in, suddenly coming back around from the past. This can be an idea you've had, and it's requiring you to, it's like a labor of love, putting in the time and effort to make this happen. Aquarius, you might not know this, but the original ruler of Aquarius is Saturn. And Saturn rules Capricorn still, but when our telescopes got better and we discovered Uranus and Pluto and Neptune, you were assigned Uranus, which is about revolution and innovation for the future and really having a vision, which is lovely. But Saturn was your original ruler. So there's something here about putting those two things together, about putting effort and time, because I've seen this King of Pentacles. You could have left behind not only a person who's having some troubles, but you could have had some troubles in the past, and those are being healed, or those have been healed. And so now this wish is being granted in a really big way. Something coming back from the past that has now been healed, which is bringing in a lot of happiness and abundance and joy. It's a very different experience than how you thought this was going to work. And I get the feeling that there's a person who is a catalyst, or someone who's actively coming back from the past, is like reminding you of this idea, reminding you of this path. And it's like, oh yeah, whatever happened to that? Why didn't I pursue that? Why didn't I go down that road? I just feel like this wish is being granted, and it's going to bring in a lot of abundance. This Nine of Cups of like, okay, whatever, satisfaction. I'm trying to create satisfaction. I'm not just trying to create money with my work. I'm trying to create satisfaction. I'm not just trying to create a long-term partnership. I'm trying to create intimacy and fulfillment within my relationships. It's a very different kind of goal, right? And because the goal from the past got you these ups and downs, because if it was about creating money, then you ran out of purpose very quickly, right? Like, okay, as soon as you create money, then you run out of purpose. This is about reminding yourself of your purpose. There's a person coming back into your life who's going to remind you of your purpose. Let's keep going. I'm going to continue on with this reading for August for Aquarius. If this is your reading, there's a link below. I'm going to look at what you don't see coming, and I'm this Tower energy for sure, and how you might use this energy in the future. Let's see how it plays out. All right, link is below if you want to continue on with me, Aquarius. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.